Her HP will remain the same, but you will gain the abilities of a fighter and a fully fledged paladin.
I miss Shindu and his friend and company. I don't really think they know how to show up on time.
Well, and when the guy who was playing Carkindle said, "Hey, I can't make it anymore," he literally said he basically told Shinju, "Hey, I can't make it anymore," and Shinju passed it along.
Anyway, hopefully she's probably going to show up at 3 or 4 as usual. But for now, let's start the recording. Hey, it's been a while.
Yep.
Well, I've been in the hospital for a month. I had this disability put in, maybe a heart pump next month, so I'll be out again. So just to let you know. In fact, I was thinking of making let's see, this was my DM, my cool DM. No, I'm not kidding. Not just kidding. Anyway, let's see now. Last time, well, what was we up to last time? I think I don't remember, but
we met up with we got the magic sword, which is in the hands of yeah, got it. Yeah, we've got that. We've gotten that. It's an intelligent weapon that seems to be willing to work with us. I don't know if that was the time before or the time before last time or last time, but we have started to work with.
Yeah, with the Ballard family, yeah.
Well, not only them, but I'm also talking about the dwarves. We spoke with them, and they're working on a forge that could potentially destroy Ryu's sword. Yeah. I'm guessing they're reactivating an old project that they had abandoned for years.
Yeah, along with the late great Maddie Moon. Says he created the sword in the first place.
And she's basically a ghost advising them on what to do.
Yeah.
And we're currently in a manor in the only major port city in the Wufu Empire, about to start a revolt.
All right. Well, well, that's as I remember.
So, yeah.
All right. So the next step.
I think there was the local representative from the Wufu Empire knocking at the door, demanding to see what's her name's father. Sorry, it's been a while since we've dealt with this.
Sorry, yeah. May I please see your father? No. He's still sick right now. All right. No, it's the champion is patient. I will be back in 3 days. And if your father's if your father is still sick, then I declare that he's unfit to rule, and we slowly phase him out of government. Good day, ma'am. And then leaves.
I'm presuming with my fairly good perception, I overheard this from the other room.
Yeah, exactly.
Once the door is shut, I'll kind of peek into the room and look at the lady and go, well, it's kind of him to give us 3 days to prepare.
No, he's going to give us 3 days to overtake this town with his men. He's done this before.
Who are his key players he would need to mobilize in that time? Who are the officers he would need?
Probably a monk troop, if anything.
Well, I'm trying to buy us time to get our people in place to declare this city a free port.
Firebrand! And then Firebrand. Hey, if you go on free port, here's a map. Maybe this will help. Also, here's some bombs, just in case.
Okay, so we got the city map. I'm going to ask her, are we here in this building? keep? Or are we somewhere else in the city?
No, we're
Okay, so we are in the keep.
yeah.
And I would ask, are the guards that protect this place loyal to you or to the Empire?
Lord to me since since my grandfather's time.
Could we please speak to the captain of the guard?
Sure. Let me just pull him up right now. Hi, hi. This is the captain. What what can I do for you? He's slim, but hey, one look at him and says he's pretty much in shape. Like he could kick a bigger man's ass in any time.
So he's an agile fighter. He uses agility
Yeah,
over raw strength. Oh, not an uncommon
exactly.
fighting style.
Elvin.
Well, he sees a very motley crew currently standing around, I would presume, the dining room table that we've converted into what could only clearly be a war map to liberate the city.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a drow, paladin elf that has drow ancestry, a very pretty looking no. I was gonna go with catfolk. Then we've got a dampier with a rifle on her back. Yeah, true.
I want two half elves, one full elf, and a goblin and a goblin. The problem, the Firebrand speaks. The problem is the the gates have been so rusted that it's going to take at least a couple of days to actually, well, de-rust them. The gates are useless for now.
Could I roll knowledge engineering or does someone have really high knowledge engineering in this team?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, does it, Kiri, do you have a high? What's your plus to it? Okay, I'm going to assist you, and we're going to try and come up with a solution to try and get. Look, even if the gates are rusted, if we can force them shut, that's fine because we are not planning on exiting the city until we're good and ready. So, if anything, sealing the gates and making them harder to open is even better for us. So, if they get people inside, they can't open the gate from the inside. You guys, picking up what I'm putting down? Well, no. We'll use the ones that are slightly busted to our advantage. Okay, you get a +2.
Yeah, as far as the goblin knows, the gates are rusted shut.
Rusted open.
Rusted open, sorry.
That's going to make this. Yeah. Which gates? Which gates are in good working order right now?
The only gate that's going with your order is the gate by the mansion. All the rest is pretty much rusted.
It'll take time to repair them.
I can send my truth. I can send my truth out right now, but it's still going to take more than 3 days to repair them. I haven't had to close the gate since, well, in a couple of years.
This. What is the rank of this Wufu Empire? Is he a viceroy? What is his rank in the empire?
Technically, viceroy.
So if this viceroy were to disappear, how long would that delay their movements?
Uh, it actually would make him move faster since, well, you know he is let's just say this. He is the what do we call it? The morale of the Nufu Empire. If any troops is under him, it proves as a severe morale boost. Like, hey, you have the champion fighting by your side. Everything. So yeah, if he disappears, the whole place is going to look grim.
Well, if they start looking for him, we could stage a disappearance in a forest. and that might get them busy for a couple of days, but that's tricky to pull off, especially if he stays in the city. Who does he need to who would he need to get his troops mobilized? If they were taken out, would delay him for an extended period.
It's going to be tricky because you have to sneak into the Wufu Empire, sneak into the arena. That's where all his troops is pretty much set up right now. So you have to catch them on the way out.
The arena. What is the thing made of?
Stone and dirt, and I can actually show you.
Wait,
My
it's
father
here in the city?
No. My father took an overhead picture of it a long time ago.
Ah, so he's got a map of it. Or designs. Yeah, we got to find a way to delay them, get time to get these gates repaired. How many Wufu troops are in the city itself compared to guards? Are they outnumbered?
Here's the overhead map of the last time we were here. As you can see, he's about to kill someone.
Got it. And this is, I would presume, full of soldiers and nobles and other people of
Exactly.
decent class that the Empire needs.
Exactly. Even the Empire doesn't run itself. He has nobles and countrymen to let's just say keep the rabble in line.
This is tricky. We've got to delay him somehow. I mean, my first thought was, if this facility was made of enough wood, we could just set it partially ablaze.
It's going to be tricky though.
Even with magic, I'm presuming it would take days even with magic users to repair those gates. They're so old.
Magic users?
Mages with mend?
Maybe they could speed up the gates at least for a little while. At least to close them. But where do we get magic users?
You don't have a mage's tower in town?
They took it out. They forbid them from opening Mage's Tower.
Smart move on their part. Magic users are wild cards in most battles. They either can devastate your own forces or more than likely devastate your enemy.
That was the one requirement my father had to go along with, even though he hated it.
Makes sense.
I have a couple of I know a couple of rumors. Yeah. The makeshift magic guild.
They might have a couple of mages that at least know mend. They'll be strained to their limit if we want to push them if we push them hard enough. But we could easily live without them during the initial days of the siege. As long as we can get the gates closed, traditional siege weaponry and men on the walls can keep even an army of magic users at bay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. The other brother was like, "Wait, you know of the Mages Guild? Yeah. The only
I wouldn't be surprised if your captain here turned a blind eye to them because they're useful, as well as bolstering local commerce.
I wouldn't say that. I'd just say me and the goblin have some secrets that we not to, we not like to share with the Ballard family. No offense. Right now, none taken.
I presume they move around a lot and are very secretive.
Yep. Even I can't keep up with them, but I could. Sorry, I meant to switch the voices between the goblin and.
That's fine. Yeah. Just get us their current location or their previous location, and we should be able to track them down and make contact. I would presume, my lady, that if they were to help, that you would, and the city were to become a free port, you would immediately legitimize them and commission a mage tower after the war is over.
But of course, I always wanted the mage tower, but like I said, they pretty much banned it.
Let's get to work then.
Yeah.
Find the firebrand. Rotation of several buildings.
Okay, just give us our last known location. I might be able to track them down by listening to local rumors and using some of my skills as a ranger.
Here's the last known location.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll do a perception first just to look around the building.
Yeah.
$41 to find any sort of secrets in this building.
Secret? I don't know what you're talking about, says the landlord. Go ahead. He's lying to the skin of his teeth.
Please allow me to handle this. Please allow me to handle this, Saloon. Sir, we need to get in contact with the members of this guild. The city potentially is soon going to be overrun by the Wufu Empire. I think it would be best if we spoke. It could be potentially overrun within the near future. If they're found out, I wouldn't be surprised if through the tortures of their members that eventually they reveal that you hid them at one point. So I think it's for your best interest. I'm going to try to diplomatize him. I think it'd be for your best interest if you point us in their direction. I will not mention that you said anything to them. Say about them, and hey, at the end of the day, there might be a reward in it for you if this city hypothetically becomes a free port.
Wait, hypothetically?
Basically, I'm doing wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There may be something in the works. That's what I'm pulling off with that diplomacy. So it's best you point us to where they might be now, or point to where they were at least hiding, so that we can get in contact with them and prepare the city.
Reveals? Right. He reveals a key. He reveals a key. Like, take this key over there.
Where is he pointing? Oh, thank you, sir. And I'll drop a little bag of 100 gold. I'll have a little bag of 100 gold just drop off of my belt onto the ground slyly and just walk away.
Pleasure doing business with you.
What business? We merely were asking directions, were we not?
Yes, asking directions. Just hope they don't fry me afterwards.
Yep. I think we can, if we keep hoods up and things like that, we could stick with the bustle of the crowd. I will keep perception out to make sure no one's following us. I see everything!
Could one guy who's pretty much keeping his distance for now.
Okay. Actually, no. I'm gonna disappear.
He looks around and
I
pretty
try
much
to slip behind this guy.
you slip behind him. You notice he's wearing a robe with a strength symbol on it.
Quick question. Is there an alleyway I could kind of spirit him into without anyone noticing as we walk down this road? I'm going to spirit him into that alleyway. Do I need to roll stealth again?
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Let me
I'm
go.
going to.
And as you try to let him go, he tries to catch.
I'm putting my hand over his mouth. I'm going to do a full search of him. Pat him down.
As he's trying to cast Fireball on your feet.
Look, I don't got much of a choice. He gets a knee to the groin.
Except one problem. It's not he, it's a he. Well, it is a he in disguise, but it's actually a she.
Oh, headbutt. And then hand back over the mouth, going, "Please, ma'am, do not try this. I just need to make sure that you're not armed." Do I find anything with a 37 patting her down?
Yes, a magic. Yes, a magic. What the magic? Magic talisman.
I presume you're from the Underground Mages Guild? As I hold it in front of her face, and right now all she's seeing is the hood with the half cloth mask. At most, she sees red eyes. So,
I will never give up the guild. We're the last hope of liberating this town.
I just sigh and I detach my holy symbol while still holding her against the wall and hold it in front of her face. It's clearly a Destin holy symbol.
I apologize. I thought you were from the Empire. It's up to Victorin, actually.
I poofed. Alara got a little bump, and she just kept on walking before Vikram poofed. She's basically playing distraction. Apparently, they just keep walking on.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I'm sorry. I have to make sure you're legitimate before we let you in.
Yes, let's go recollect my friends. Also, you may want to ice that forehead.
Problem. And then she cast ice and pretty much ices her forehead itself.
That basically that noise.
Like, much
so
better.
We'll catch up to you, and well, at some point, Vikram slips back into the group, and there's a new person with him. So, how's the walk been? Yes.
Yeah.
You may have made a new friend. Oh, a local guide. She's showing us to the shop we need to get to.
Oh yes,
Clump of ice being held to her forehead right now.
yes, here's the shop, the boat and steel shop. You can find all sorts of things for travel and travel through boats. Just remember to fill in your permission slips before you board the boat, or the Wufu Navy is going to kill you. And then she disappears.
Okay.
You got the boat shop.
We're at a boat shop. Got it. So I'm just gonna let her lead. Obviously, you know.
Yeah, she's actually visiting the entire city to make sure that they could practice his magic, and the Wufu Empire is pretty much far away from it. From any place they're practicing their magic. All right, so what are you going to do? Ooh, it's like steam. It's like a steampunk of it's like a steam pipe of magic. Yep.
So are we led into an inner sanctum, or are we just standing in the, I guess, just kind of the main shop area of the boat shop?
Right now, you're standing at the door.
Okay. I'm just going to open the door for everyone to say, let's go inside and look at their wares.
Okay.
You see a nice little cat lady. You're like, oh, hello, welcome to the boat shop. How may I help you?
Hello.
Ah, fellow cat person. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So, what can I do for you? We have boats, we have steel, we have barrels. We can actually pick up a boat. As long as you have permission from the Wufu Empire, that is. Well, of course, we have sailing boats, we have grand boats, we have yachts. We pretty much build any type of boat we want, as long as it's permission, of course. I mean, after all, if we break that permission, the it's going they raise the shop and everyone in it, including myself. I don't want to die.
I'm curious, madam. Are you renting some additional space in the shop to anyone else?
Not right now. Why?
I look over to our new mage friend.
Oh, come on. Really?
We're here to help.
All right. Leave the shop. Leave the shop, and she'll let you in the proper way. Right? So
She
you
could have told us there was another way in, but no, she didn't. This is the Little Miss Mage's fault.
actually, you said. Actually, I think the landlord said you have to raise the door. You have to be laying for a certain key.
Oh, I see. Basically, the trick they're using is a teleportation door.
Yep.
Got it. We'll step out for a moment
Okay.
and just kind
You
of
step.
meander about for 10 or 15 minutes or so. The crowds change out.
Yep.
I'll do a quick perception to make sure we're not being followed by anyone else.
Not only
I
not being
see.
followed by you're not being followed by anyone else, and it seems that they choose the locations carefully because it's the least crowded street unless you actually want a boat part.
Yeah.
Which is very hard to get permission from the Wufu Empire. So
Well, I mean,
it's not exactly
getting repairs are simple because the boat already exists. It's getting new boats that's the problem.
exactly.
I'd also presume things like cannon and even more old school things like catapult are also highly restricted.
Exactly.
So
So,
I'm just kind of standing outside, you know.
all right. So after a while, like, okay, right. You hear him start saying, "Raise the key and enter."
So I take out the key we were given, and I guess I put it into the door,
Yep.
assuming that's how it works. Then I open the door.
You open the door, and it's a lot bigger than the bolt shop. You have
It's
people
smaller on the
practicing.
outside.
Yep. You have,
Dumb Tish.
you have people practicing magic. You have people practicing spells. You have some spellcrafters and alchemists here, and they're the same desk as a lady, but in all magic garb. Ah, welcome. I'm the leader of I'm the leader of the Magic Guild, if you will, at the Underground Magic Guild, Tabitha.
It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am. So, unfortunately, the lady and her family might be forced out of controlling the city in the next 3 days. So, crazy idea. We're going to take the guards and whip together a militia in that time and try to repair the gates and declare this a free city. We seek your assistance, obviously in the more combat with combat match to counter enemy mages and potentially even producing magical gear when needed. But we also need assistance repairing the gates. Magic users have a tendency to have a very powerful can have very powerful repairing spells, and the gates are in very bad disrepair.
Uh, sadly, I'm the only one who's pretty much combat ready. The the rookie, yes, we have some magic users that are skilled in combat, but nowhere near ready. But as far as closing the gates is concerned, yeah, I could build up a couple of magic users to help speed that process a lot faster.
Could you presuming if they were pushed to their limit, could they get the work done in under 3 days?
Yeah, probably about one day.
Could it be done in one day without being noticed? Presuming we have the guards in the guardhouses helping us and looking the other way.
Without notice, it's probably going to take at least 2 days. We have to sneak out and pretty much under cover of stealth before we even touch the gates. And then
Well,
some,
we might be able to work
and then we have to have some distraction magic to look the other way before we actually repair the gates.
Have you considered putting some of your mages in fake wooden armor? Then looks like the guards, and all we do is just work with the guard captain to replace one of the guards. All it looks like is one of the guards hanging out nearby the gate most of the time, occasionally stepping over to it to do an inspection, but during that time they're repairing it. No one will notice. They'll look like they're just guards doing their duty.
The guards switch between the Wufu and the personal guard. So let me just.
We'll have to do it during the personal guard times.
Exactly. So yeah, so Ray Bauer. So you got to talk to Ray Bauer's personal guard, and then maybe, just maybe, and then reconvene with us.
Yes.
The Rufu guard cat. Let me just shut up because I'm not the inside.
I presume you're talking about the leader of the Wufu guards. How could you take his identity? How could you take his identity? Because if you can and you could convince the guards that you are him, you could order a day of celebration for the Wufu guards, thus forcing the noble family's guards to be the only ones patrolling the city. Simple way to make sure that there are as few as possible. And when we declare the freedom, the free status of this port as a city, as an independent city state, most of them will be in one location. We could just lock the doors, arrest them there, make it a fairly simple, bloodless takeover. Might even be able to get most of the naval personnel off the boats and take the Navy for ourselves.
If you talk about controlling the Navy, we've been working on that for a little while, but so far no success.
Oh, also one thing I forgot to mention: the lady, what was the name of the family again? I keep forgetting it.
Balor.
Balor. Lady Balor is, if you do assist us, is more than willing to commission a mage tower for you and legitimize your guild.
I would appreciate that. I know why the guild was shut. I know why the original guild was shut down because the emperor says so, and well, it's about right now. It's about as free city as we get.
Well, if we can hold the siege for long enough, as well as potentially try to get allies from outside of the Araville Republic and the Wufu Empire, we could keep the city supplied indefinitely, because this is the only major port for the Wufu Empire, correct? And the vast majority of their navy's here.
All the navies here, except for like a couple men out of sea.
Who will be very surprised when they come into the port and have their ships seized.
Yeah, especially since 9 times out of 10, the Kremlin's trying to conquer another city as we speak. He's Emperor Wufu is let's just say hungers for power.
And the first thing you do when you set up a navy is make sure that you have multiple port cities, so that if one goes down, you have other ones where your ships can escape to. I'm also presuming that this city is the only place where there are dry docks for producing more ships.
Yes, that's why I had the shipbuilding yard right here. The only ones right now. We're the only ones that could go into the docks without permission, but under heavy guard and with permission from the Wufu Empire. We actually sell ship parts.
Yep. So now we just gotta get you coordinated with the personal guard. And where does the captain of the Wufu soldiers? Where does he like staying usually?
Yeah, 2 actually. Captain's over here.
Are they both needed? Or do they generally...
Well, the captain and the admiral of the Wufu Empire. So pretty much, if you want to check over the port, then you have to take down the admiral.
The admiral is a secondary goal. We need the captain, whom I'm presuming is the only one who can give orders to the soldiers in the city, whereas the admiral deals purely with the navy.
Yep. And here's.
And is there a pissing contest? Is there a pissing contest between the two about who's more important?
Of course, the admiral outranks him, but it doesn't mean. Let's just say this: every Monday afternoon, there's a fight between the admiral and the captain right about here. near the bar, near a local bar. So they're going to be drunk as well.
So who are we abducting?
Except today is one. Except today is Saturday. You know what I mean.
So we're going to abduct the captain of the soldiers, but we're going to leave the admiral alone for now?
Yeah, because the admiral usually knocks them out within a couple seconds.
Yep. Well, I guess we're going to go to where they are now and see how many guards there are. I think that you should send. I'm going to point to the mage that's still probably icing her head, saying, "Have her approach the keep, which I presume is always that thing is always in the hands of the personal guards of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Have her give them this note, and Vikram's going to just write down a simple little message to the guard captain saying, "Hey, coordinate with these guys. See if you can't get get some wooden practice armor. Have their trusted armors make it look as real as possible. Basically make it look like city garb, and then basically have them coordinate with each other so that they can replace a couple of the on-duty guards at a few of the gates with with mages that know how to do mend and repair." So they can do the work subtly over the next couple of days. And we'll also write that we'll do our best to try and make it so that only the city's personal guards are the ones on the gates. Seal it with some wax and write it to the guard captain and to the guard captain of the house of whatever, and hand it to her and say, just hand this note to them. I'm sure you'll be able to get to speak with them.
All right, I shall do that. Well, first let me just change clothes because I don't want to walk. Because a maid walking around is pretty much suicide.
Yeah.
She snaps your fingers, and it's right back to her sales outfit. Hikamura, you're in charge. Yes, ma'am. He's pretty much teaching magic to the younger kids.
Oh, you talking about the guard captain? He likes getting drunk? I guess we got to go be friendly.
Yeah.
Actually, we do have a bard among our party. She doesn't need a courtesan outfit. I just point to her regular garb.
I had
I would recommend being disguised, though, just to make sure they don't recognize you.
yeah.
Veil is a good spell.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello. This bill is filled up.
Ba 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 ba.
So, out of nowhere,
I wouldn't say out of nowhere. I was always here, just in your hearts.
a door opens up, and your friend comes out after torturing and correcting The assassins. It's Sandra.
Hmm.
Hi guys, how are you? Why is everyone just being quiet?
Just checking a few things.
Well, Sandra, you find yourself in, in a, in a room filled with magic. Practicing magic, training magic. In fact, the strongest mage just left a couple minutes ago.
Yay.
We need to start repairing the gates of the city. They're rusted out and rusted open. Basically, want to give them leave so that only the personal guards of the local noble house who are our allies will have guards at the entrances, making this a more bloodless takeover of the city. Well, liberation is the true term, since we're just declaring it a free port, an independent city-state.
Alright, so Tabula's heading to Battle Mansion as we speak. It'd be at least a day and a half before it'd be at least a day, and then some, and then well, you got lucky because you hear it say, "Hey, you know the captain's getting drunk already." What? But it's not even Monday yet. Oh boy. Well, let's gather the troops and watch the fight break out in like, was it 30, 40 minutes? Yeah, it depends how drunk he gets. Oh boy. Here we go.
Chug, 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 chug.
Yep. That's not a problem. So I guess we're gonna have to go to that bar where he's getting drunk. Is it a bar that's frequented by the Wufu soldiers?
It's pretty much the bar by the port.
But who frequents it? Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. Basically, I'm wondering if this is the equivalent of a cop bar, because you got to be careful with those.
Mostly the cop bar because mostly the Navy and the soldiers sit there, but it's mostly the bar. It's mostly the port by the bar. Yeah. So you have a couple of sea captains as well. Of course. Some dock workers from both private and private and Balor, employed to Balor and the Wufu Empire. So like all of them like combined to one. So the fight's going to be in like after correcting about an hour and a half.
Okay.
At least that's the schedule.
We'll let the fight happen. We'll let him get drunk, nursing his wounds afterwards, and then tempt him with a catfolk bard. Then we jump him in an alleyway, kick the shit out of him, and then drag his body across the kick the shit out of him, and drag his unconscious body to the noble house where we'll store him in the dungeon. Then replace him.
Alright, so anything else before the fight starts?
I guess we'll all get into various points in the bar. Vicar and Laura will take a spot quietly in the corner where they won't be noticed.
Bar.
Remy, you may want to cast Veil on yourself so you get a really good disguise check. Disguise yourself as a different catfolk.
I do that. So I will disguise.
Well, so you're gonna use you'll use Veil for the bonus as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll disguise plus 10, and it's gonna last for concentration plus 1 hour per level. I think that means, what does that mean? Do you roll concentration or okay? You instantly change your appearance and maintain the appearance.
It means if she gets hit, she has a chance of getting knocked out of it.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Yeah.
They won't. I highly doubt they would stack since they're coming from spells. But technically, she can disguise a lot of us to make us look different. Yeah, just one or more creatures, no two of which can be more than 30 feet apart. Here we go. The subject looks, feels, and smells just like the creature that the spell made them resemble. Affected creatures resume their normal appearance if slain. You must succeed on a disguise check to duplicate the appearance of a specific individual. The spell gives you plus 10 bonus on the check. Okay, so we don't technically need to roll disguise to change our appearance. We look different. Okay. I don't have those spells access, so. Okay. Yep.
I am here.
I guess roll perception check to find out what one they're talking about, if you want to.
I see everything.
Listen, just because you're a female and you have a higher rank doesn't mean you are the boss of me. Well, technically I am the boss of you. Listen. I would beat you up right now. Listen, you lost, what, 60, 70 times? I can still knock you out. You're just an aggro. You're just here to push paperwork. That's it. Yeah, and in control of the entire Navy, which is right now about to launch. It's about to launch the grandest campaign yet. What are you talking about? You're going to take over Westwood. Are you crazy?
Jesus Christ,
No,
they're talking about invading an area that's 6 months away.
Their plan is brilliant. I love it. Not like we could just go tell Westwood right now and then be back tomorrow.
Well, Westwood has 6 months to build up a navy.
Yeah, that was the joke, Sewell.
Yeah.
That's the joke I was making too.
We're planning on capturing the navy and using it for our own ends because there are plenty of sailors in the city that are probably out of work.
I need ships to enchant and call the Flying Dutchman. Don't ask why.
But it's 6. Are you crazy? It's 6 months away. Do you think they're spies of Westwood by now? No problem. We have plenty of ports surrounding Westwood. We could We could blitz the town within 2 weeks. Are you sure you should be telling me this? You're just a lonely captain. Just keep the city safe. This is port to the only port to Wufu we know. The supply ships and everything. Listen, listen. I know my job. I know my job. Shut up. Hello?
Yeah, we're just all sitting around listening in and just like, and Victor just thinking like, okay, let's see, we've got basically a magic stone to call the king and say, hey, they're gonna try to land at various ports to use as a forward operating base. Well, no, they'll be leaving. Where are they leaving in 2 weeks? Or are they launching in 2 days?
She says they're going to blitz it in 2 weeks.
It takes 6 months.
Oh, so she pretty much takes over. She pretty much takes over a lot of ports already.
Got it. So she's going to take over ports, and I've got a feeling.
No, she already took over the ports.
Oh, they've already taken over the ports. Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I'm the admiral. Don't you understand? You are nothing. You are nothing but a lowly captain. So just shut up, sit down, and drink your beer. That's it. Let's fight right here, right now. Let's do this. And they both leave. Like, let's see the outcome not come this time. Well, just like 3 punches? I think 4 actually. He's been getting stronger. Oh, the troops leaked out, but you still have the dock workers and the dock workers.
I'm just gonna kind of, we use a diplomacy check just to kind of get the feel of the room, just kind of chat around. That's trying. I'm chatting people up directly. I'm basically gathering information, just kind of gathering rumors, thoughts, things of that nature. So, what's the atmosphere of what's kind of the general chit chat? Are these people pretty disaffected by the Wufu Empire moving in?
At this point, yes. Some who's still from the Wufu Empire is like, yeah, she's a brilliant admiral. She's a brilliant apple, but when she's drunk, she talks too much. Yeah, thank God no one could do anything about it when she
loyal through and through to the Wufu Empire?
Oh yes. Captain not so much because, well, he got passed up for promotion so many times to this woman that, well, he's feeling a little bitter about it, to say the least. And as you look at the when you read me, you see the captain taking shot after shot after shot, and it's about to go down any minute now.
Okay. So.
Is there any way we could subtly support him and help him win so it takes the wind out of her sail? I know there are buffing magics out there, but I don't know if you can quietly cast them. Yeah, there's a silent spell meta magic that's a feat you got to pick up, and bard spells cannot be enhanced by this. So. Okay, here we go. That's another feat. That's conceal spell.
Have fun, guys. I'll let you guys figure this out. I'm a dragon.
Why are you a dragon? Actually, never mind. Just continue.
Hold on, I'm just reading through.
What? I'm a dragon. I also have still and silent spell.
Oh, you actually have those spells that make it so your other spells are quiet?
Arcane Trickster gives me them a number of times per day each.
Do you have any spells that could buff this guy so he could win the fight?
Yeah, sure.
What spells are those?
You know, bull strength and stuff. I can also give him haste.
Let's keep it subtle for now. Haste will be the backup plan, but for now, hit him with bull strength.
Well, that would help too, yes.
Yeah, I'd say cast those two. Make it look like he caught a second wind.
Well, we want to do the Bear's Endurance right now, so he gets the HP boost. In case she has any poison. I could also poison her.
No, that's too obvious.
Yeah. I have it 4 uses a day, so I can make 4 spells, either silent or still, or both.
Let's go with both. Can you do it 4 times a day as both?
Yeah, I can do it 4 times a day as both.
Okay, let's
It's
drop
technically
first.
both, yeah.
Yeah, let's drop the.
I want to do haste. I want to make him feel like he just suddenly is.
That one has a very obvious effect on the person. They look like they're moving much faster than they are.
Oh.
That one's just too obvious. Go with. Let's go with Bear's Endurance, then Bull Strength. Let's give him a little bit of a boost. See if he wins this.
Okay, I can also use heal on him in case he's starting to lose.
Can you do that quietly?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I could also do. Wait. I'm gonna do Magic Weapon Greater.
Can you do that on his fists?
Yeah, they're a weapon.
Got it. Okay, let's do that triple punch.
So
could I
wait. I just want to note. Let's see. That means his fists are now technically magic weapons that are. Let's see. Furry 4. Oh no, they don't make any different visual disappearances because they don't give any enchantment stuff. It just makes them magical. So if he was fighting something that would be, resilient to non-magical punching, he'd get around that. But yeah, there's no outward change.
Yeah, when it comes to magic weapons, actually enchanting them, they can have an effect, but they're hard to notice.
Yep. So yeah, he's got with the bull strength and the magic weapon, he's got effectively a +6 to hit and a +6 to his damage. And then the Bear's Endurance effectively means he has 2 more HP per level. That should help.
Yep. Also, could I use diplomacy to try to whip the crowd into his favor?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So is the crowd starting to chant for the captain?
Like, you can do it, Captain! Come on! You gotta see Dr. out this time! Come on! Like, you work for me! What's going on? I outrank him! Come on, you can win at least one time, Captain. Come on!
They believe in the captain. Hey, you know, I'm proud of them. They're standing up for their beliefs. I'll eat one of them at the end. His dragon.
Is he actually winning the fight?
1 second. Alright, so that's the captain. If you could, that's the captain. Now it's the admiral's turn.
Wait, did he not hit once?
No, he hits all the time.
Oh wow. The 14 seem a little low unless they're unarmored, and she doesn't have much dex.
Seven. No, actually, he won. So yeah, the captain like, I won. I won.
How
And
does
the
she
crowd,
look?
huh?
Is she on the ground out cold?
She's dizzy, pretty much almost out cold. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm disguised right now. I would say my disguise. I look like a half elf.
All right.
Similar gear. I tucked away my holy symbol for good reason. I kind of go up to her and start checking her. Like, ma'am, are you okay? It looks like you took a bad hit there. How many fingers am I holding up?
About
4 fingers.
about 20. Luck. He's a lucky shot. He won't win next time.
Just stay down for the moment. I want to make sure there's not any serious damage. Just gonna do a heal check. Holy crap!
Yeah, she's pretty much fine. Well, other than being pretty much knocked the hell out, but fine.
Mild concussion. Probably several. Since it was a bare knuckle brawl, probably several abrasions on the face, which bleed pretty profusely.
Yeah.
Reset that.
Technically, so is the captain because she's been punching him for about 5 minutes before you intervened.
Someone better hit him quietly with a heal spell so he doesn't collapse, since we technically only gave him temporary hit points.
Well, the temporary hit points are what go away first, so he'll be fine.
The second you take the
intervened.
temporary hit points, it's just going to drop like a rock.
Yeah.
They're temporary. They're
No. He already had taken serious damage before we intervened. The only reason he's still standing is because he's still bolstered under the effects of the spell.
fine. I'll just channel energy and pop him up for 2d6. Yeah, we can also do that. Like there, here's 8. Eight HP should help. And cure. There you go.
So he probably doesn't look too bad at the end of that fight.
34 HP. Yay.
You guys handle him. I'll try to befriend try to befriend the admiral. What race and how old does she look?
Race. Well, half elf, probably in her late 20s.
So still fairly young. I'll
That's
slowly
why
help her onto her feet. Easy there.
Yeah. That's why she's you hear the crowd see like the genius admiral lost. Yeah, that's scary. And just to know the captain is like late 40s, and well, human. But, thank you. At least someone's loyal to me. What's your name?
So I'll help the admiral up, going. I guess.
I'm Yasha, Captain Admiral the Wufu Empire Guard. You'll find a nice reward for you later on.
Don't worry about it. I didn't use any of my medical supplies. I just like helping people.
Good, good.
So you're the admiral of the navy. Didn't realize admirals and the captain of the guards got into fistfights in the street. Interesting place you got here.
All the time. I think because I surpassed him in promotions like every single time. I started off as an ensign and then just rose my rank up. Every
So you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, every single brilliant plan is up to that's me. He can't stand it, so he fights me every once in a while. Says he's going to make me my slave, but well, my father taught me to fight and fight hard. As you can see, until today that is, I've been winning.
Hey, we all have off days.
Yeah. I guess some beer would drown this out. But yeah, for now I had some punishment to deal with for the trial turning on me.
Don't punish them. Everyone loves an underdog story. I'm gonna try to convince her with a not with a bluff, but with a diplomacy that look, everyone wants an underdog story.
Roll your diplomacy.
Oh, let it slide. Besides, he'll fall even farther next time. Let it slide. Next time you're fighting him, it'll be a farther fall.
Yeah, that's a good point. Besides, I don't need any swap dicks or chip paint today. Maybe tomorrow. After all, that's what bosunments are for. I'm about to return.
For the win.
Huh?
Diplomacy check for the win.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I just have the bosunmates do it as usual. For now, let me just get to my office. I have some paperwork to file. Nice seeing you. And then she walks off to her office.
Gonna walk over to the rest of the group after she's out of sight. Okay. At least I've introduced myself and are on decent terms with her. Now where is the captain currently inside celebrating?
Yeah. He's celebrating with pretty much everyone right now.
Yeah.
Free drinks on me! Free drinks on me!
So, guys, do you think we should start a nasty rumor that that maybe all this time the Admiral's been cheating her way to victory? Try to demoralize her? It means she's also less likely to send out any naval marines she has to help bring the city under control. if she was able to take ports all along the 6-month journey out to Westwood without really many people figuring out what's going on, that's concerning. So, who's here good at starting a rumor mill? I'm thinking the rumor should be the only reason she's won this fight is because she's been cheating with magic. And the second one is that the reason why she is where she is now is she slept her way to the top. Look, it's nasty, but it's going to demoralize her. At the same time, we replace we start these rumors. We got after the captain is drunk enough, we'll divert him and replace him. How silver is your tongue, Saloon? I was more referring to you replacing the captain of the guard. You'll have to keep up appearances. Keep an eye on him tonight. See how he acts. Cassandra, are you good at starting rumors?
Yes.
We're going to need to find out some more information of the naval command structure, so we can make the story, so we can sprinkle in enough truth to make it seem convincing. I'll poke around, since I've already been seen with on good terms with the admiral. I'm sure her men would be more than willing to kind of talk to me about her history. General curiosity. Once I get that information, Cassandra will work together to weave a convincing story, and then we start spreading it.
I'll be right back. My mom needs me for something, and
no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Three drinks. Three drinks. Pour on up. Oh, hello, ladies.
Hello.
Yeah, the Navy's nothing compared to the Army, that is. Coming right up. And pretty much gives them dwarven wine. Ah, dwarven wine. I heard this always. Ah, yes, this is the stuff. The the drink of champions. The drink of champions.
Yeah.
Keep letting him get drunker and drunker.
Trust me, dwarven wine's going to take it's going to take at least a minute Dwarven wine is not going to. He's not going to be standing for too much longer.
While they deal with him, I'm just gonna kind of talk around some of the sailors. I'm presuming that some of the sailors that are under command are probably in their little clique and they look pissed.
I can't believe the Admiral lost.
Yeah. She got beaten up pretty bad. As they say as I walk up holding the drink, but she'll live.
Hey, you're the guy who. Yeah, you're the guy who helped out. Thanks. I mean, I don't know any healing magic or anything, so. Then again, she never lost to require healing magic.
I picked up a few tricks. I'm a bit of a wanderer, self-sufficient. Live off the land. They can kind of tell by his gear. He's modified it so it doesn't look like his normal gear, but they can see bow on his back, gladius at one side. That also looks like he's doubling as a machete, worn but well cared for. Mind if I join you guys?
Sure.
I'll sit down and say, so what can you tell me about this? Tell me about the Admiral. She's very young for someone who holds so much power.
Mr. Ray, Mr. Ray, the genius Admiral. She fought out for the Navy at 16 years old, I think. And since then, she's been shooting up the ladder. It says her genius tactics. It says that genius tactics gets pretty much the job done. Yeah, I mean, no offense, but the Navy never lost a fight in its life. Somehow, some way, she just strategizes. No,
were her folks part of the Navy before her? Were her parents part of the Navy before her?
No, her parents died.
What happened to them?
Sad. We don't know. We don't know, and she refuses to tell us.
That's pretty bad. I know what it's like to lose family. I lost a brother about several months, about a year ago.
Yeah, I've also lost a brother. We don't lose fights, but well, we do lose men. Yeah, such a case of war.
So what are some of the battles she's been involved in throughout her career? It sounds interesting. I'll just assume that he would start just shooting off a series of stories, obviously a little embellished, but I might be able to use that.
Yeah, of course. Oh, you see this? You just see the battle of this thing and the battle of this thing, or
what she did, who was involved, things like that.
Yeah, or it's like, remember this battle? She was down 17 ships to only 3, and somehow she took them all. Oh yeah, I don't know how she did it. Oh, remember? And forgot the battle of this thing and this thing, and like, one time she faced a dragon, and well, not a dragon or weapon actually, with battleships, and somehow won. She actually surrounded them and everything.
An army of dragons?
Well, just one weapon.
Did you guys collect the body, or did it retreat?
No, they retreated.
But in my head, holy crap! I just got a really good rumor to spread about that. What was the color of the dragon?
I forget. Was it red? Was it blue? Maybe it's white. Yeah, I forgot.
No, I'm more asking if it was a metallic or a chromatic.
Chromatic.
They're easier to deal with than the metallics. I know exactly what rumor to make about that one. So I'm going to take some of these key battles that have other named personnel that were heroes in the battles, and I'm going to start weaving a narrative in my head. How she has claimed the glory of others that died in the battle. This is the thoughts I'm having in my head that she, to get promotion, she's been sleeping her way to the top. And that with that dragon battle, that she basically, again, she made a deal with the dragon so that it pretended to lose to give her more glory.
All right.
That's just what I'm putting in my head right now.
And I don't have the name for the guard captain, so just guard captain will have to do. Like, mate, you should, you and your friends should join me upstairs. I have a nice little bedroom. Designed for. That's personally designed for the Wufu Empire. You like to join me and see boys, I'm about to have some fun. Take care of yourself and get back to work. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And then he leaves upstairs.
Alara will kind of follow behind you guys, just to act as enforcement, just in case. But I highly doubt that it's going to be needed. So.
Meanwhile, back downstairs. Well, we gotta go. Scrubbing. Only boasted mates after all. Yes, scrubbing deck and stripping paint. Know the deal. Yeah, it sucks, but hey, we're in the Navy. The best Navy in the world. Yeah, take care.
Yep. Have a great night, gentlemen.
Too.
I'm gonna at some point probably have a Sandra change my disguise out. So basically, I'll leave with her, just walk away, change out my disguise so I look like someone else, like a human.
All right.
Change voice, all that stuff. And are there still soldiers hanging out at? Is there another bar where there are soldiers hanging out nearby?
Yeah, the bar hangout is actually the cop bar. So yeah, it's in the middle of town. That's the actual cop bar, if you will.
Okay, I'm gonna go there. As part of my disguise, I'll just look kind of like just a kind of a, I'd say local merchant recently came. Like a merchant that recently came in. You know, slightly foreign clothes, slightly foreign accent. Another half elf. I know. This time it's just a full elf. I'm just gonna kind of walk up to this bar and just sit down at the table. Does anyone bother me?
A couple of stares your way, like, oh, it's just a merchant, just leave him be.
Yeah. I'll order a drink and then just kind of strike up conversation with one of the guys that's sitting next to me. Preferably, I'm hoping. Could I find like a lower level officer, somebody who leads like a squadron or a platoon of troops, just kind of sitting at the bar, just try to strike up conversation with him.
No, I'll give you that. And yes, you found a lieutenant actually. His glasses are being pushed up, and just drinking some actual tea, not being drunk at all.
So I'll just be sitting next to him, and I'll just sit there for a bit. Does he try to strike up conversation at all?
No, just drinking tea and studying his papers. Let's see now. If I could position them here, here, and here, maybe we could find this rumored magic guild we're talking about.
Just kind of quietly peeking for a moment, just because I have a really good perception. Are they anywhere near the magic guild?
Not even close.
Wow. I'm just gonna go. Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought, aren't you off duty, sir?
Uh, yes, but well, it's my personal mission to find this magic guild. It's been a while and it's strange.
So,
Yeah, how but yeah. Like I said, even though I'm off duty, I'm never fully off duty. At least
yeah,
as far as the lieutenant is
at least,
concerned.
at least, yeah, he's just kind of mutter under his breath while, but noticeable drinking. Like at least the land forces seem to be led competently.
Yes, yes, the yes the well the well the dude deal is now that was your car has been captured. Leads up leads up.
Yeah, I came in on a boat. I saw this navy just sitting around. What is it doing? Why isn't it patrolling the oceans?
Wait, what? It should
Most
be
of the navies, most of the navies just sit in the port, isn't it?
no, this should be patrolling the oceans. No,
Maybe.
making sure that no ships can get in, at least without our permission.
Is most of the navy actually docked right now, or is it patrolling?
Half patrolling, half docked.
I don't know. There's only half it's just sitting in dock right
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the Admiral Yasha has been. I don't know. Maybe Admiral Yasha is cooking up a plan as usual.
now. Well, she just got her ass handed to her by the captain of the guards.
Wait, what? She usually picks her
Yeah,
eyes. She she usually beats his eyes all the time.
I'm going to, because Vikram is probably an expert fighter at this point. He's going to kind of exaggerate the weaknesses in her strategy. Going, yeah, there's a lot of slop in her fighting style. I'm surprised she's been able to fight this long with how strong I saw the captain.
Give it the diplomacy check.
Okay. 27.
Yeah, I never noticed that before.
Oh, I mean, she might not be as competent as people think she is. I've heard, I've heard rumors out and about various battles that were won.
Oh yeah, the
but
legend,
but ha- but ha- but haven't heard her name come up too much. It's generally, this guy on this team did it, and basically he's basically telling the stories, just removing the admiral's part from it, just retelling the stories he heard, but removing the admiral's part from it. And with how young she is,
well,
normally most officers take years to get to a position like that, unless she's doing something on the side.
what are you indicating? I mean, we were both ensigns at the same time, but she's word has it that her genius intellect shot up the ranks.
Did you see all these battles where she was fighting, or are you just hearing secondhand from her and her troops or her
Heard them second,
officers?
heard them second hand. I'm not in the Navy. I'm in the Army.
Yeah, maybe there's some exaggeration. I mean, a couple of ships taking out a blue wyvern had to have been a deal in the background. I've heard of entire navies trying to take that thing on and losing that are bigger than this.
Yeah, that would be strange. I mean, yes, I heard the rumors just as everybody else, but I don't know how she got out that battle alive, let alone the victorious. Yes, just
Maybe she did a favor for the dragon.
Hmm. I wonder. That. Uh, and at this point, he's just stroking his beard, like, interesting.
I've incepted ideas into his head.
Every time, every time a battle, every single battle she won with pretty much little to no casualty. Well, of course, casualties in war, but take over several naval dots so fast, and I don't know. I have to think about this.
No, you may not want to think too long. I mean, hasn't your captain been? I heard from some of the guys that he's been denied several promotions.
Yeah, some people think that he should be, well, not admiral, but general by now. But he's been denied several promotions, and they've been in favor of the admiral. What, almost 30, almost 50 now, and still a captain. And trust me, he's been doing a good job keeping Baylor from falling into the wrong hands.
Yeah, you guys keep things nice and efficient out here.
Yeah, I mean, the samurai is pretty much assholes, but other than that,
Oh, hey, look, what's that human saying? You can't make scrambled eggs without breaking a few eggs. Sorry, I've done a lot of trade with so many nations. I think I'm getting all of my what is it? Getting all of my terms mixed up.
that's all right.
I'm close enough, right?
Yeah. Another tea, if you will, good barkeep. Yes, sir.
Well, I better get going. My ship is leaving early tomorrow morning, and I don't want to miss it. I've got a comfortable room at a local inn. Would like to enjoy that rather than a berth on the ship.
All right, just make sure you have your shipboarding pass. You know what happens if we don't.
Oh, of course, it's back at the inn. I don't carry something that valuable without making sure it's locked somewhere safe. This is not my first time traveling to a very organized land.
Yes. Anyway, take care.
Gonna walk away, and I guess I'm gonna let the rumor mill start spreading. Do I overhear him start talking to some of the soldiers after a little bit?
Yes. One of the soldiers walked up. He's like, "Hey, what's that all about?" Because I don't know. Do you trust the admiral? I mean, yeah. I mean, she's beautiful. She's brilliant. She's intelligent, and she can whip a man's ass. I don't know about that. Maybe she's telling lies this whole time. I mean, after all, an admiral at 20 years old, or an admiral before the age of 30? That's strange. I mean, yeah, but she's a genius. That's why she promotes so fast. Or maybe she's a genius at lying. Don't, uh, what are you saying, Cat? What are you saying, Lieutenant? I don't know. Maybe I should look at her naval records while I'm over here. While I'm over here in the city.
Does it start? I'm just gonna I'll just kind of drop my disguise at a certain point, just pop into various bars over the night, where troops. Is the rumor starting to spread, and is it morphing as it spreads? Time.
It's slowly morphing. Well, it's slowly spreading. It's going to take a lot more to jar, especially the soldiers, especially the sailors about the admiral.
Well, the thing is, I want it to spread through the soldiery, which will then spread to the sailors, and it will lead to the soldiery, to the two of them getting at each other's throats. I'm also trying to push the admiral into a corner.
All right, so yeah, they're spraying amongst the it's spraying amongst the soldiers.
What I'll do is with diplomacy, I'm gonna spread a little bit of gold around to some of the local barkeeps in another disguise. Well, actually, what I'll do is I'll just buy a different color cloak and just drop most of my gear, and just look kind of like a general traveler. And I'm going to go to the bars that a lot of the soldiers frequent, and I'm going to start paying off the barkeeps to amplify rumors. I'm presuming that service exists.
Of course. Roll the diplomacy, though.
28.
Yeah, you just take the goals like, okay, this is interesting. All right, so
Just a little.
Diablo's a liar.
Just help. Basically, just amplify these messages. Basically, he's playing the role of a political, kind of the vassal of a political rival, which I'm presuming is very common in the Wufu Empire.
Yeah.
So they know the drill. Guy comes in and puts a pile of gold in front of you and says, "Let these rumors spread faster than normal."
Yeah. Except some of his barmaids, some ladies of the night, and some bars is like, hey, spread these rumors. And of course he gives them a gold apiece to do it.
How much gold did that cost me to do that? Just so I know to mark it off my sheet. 100 gold. 64?
65 gold.
Yep, then I just walk out of there. And this is just one of a couple of the seedier bars. I'm presuming that's the total for talking to multiple guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm gonna go back to the keep. Has our friend been brought in for the night to Hotel Dungeon?
Good way to find out. Remy, Saloon, you're up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's actually a fabulous room. I mean, curtains, fine rugs, nice bed. It's pretty much the fanciest room you ever stayed in. This is the officer's keep. Normally I have to surrender this to Abdul Rasha, but tonight is mine. Now come on, ladies. Let's show you what. He is looking like, a nice time indeed.
And
He pretty much
jab him in the neck with a silver needle.
lays down bed, awaiting you and Remy.
Ooh. This spell is going to only last about 12 hours. Okay, so basically you can re-up it in 15 hours easily enough by just taking him to the... Actually, yeah, bring him back in 15 hours. Yep, and you can just keep him stored in them as the mask for 15 hours. We break the spell, keep him in the dungeon. Every morning we do that to him.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look in. Look as well.
Actually, yes, you find the paper. You find the paperwork with plans in hand for taking over for the blitz at Westwood. After all, this was the Admiral's room until today.
Get copies of everything.
Uh, grand total about 1,000 gold. So, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
A couple left. Like, hey, how's hey, you back early? Hey, how's the ladies? Of course, that's our captain, captain. What he actually won the fight? Maybe we should take time to celebrate. I mean, after all, the sea card to handle it. Yeah, what's a little celebration? We've been pushed around long enough. I mean, yeah, it's just because it's a port sea doesn't mean we have to be pushed around. Yeah. And the food soldiers are rounded up and pretty much leave to tell the part to tell the rest of the soldiers about the celebration.
Yep.
Where should we celebrate? I know, the town square. After all, he finally knocked out the captain. He finally knocked out the admiral. So this is the place we should celebrate. Yeah. Good thing I ordered some ale last week. It should be here any day now. I'm gonna be very rich, am I? Ah, then for the next couple of days, the bar is closed for anyone but your men. Congratulations on winning.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm pretty sure we could have powwowed about like a wink or a signal or some phrase easily enough. Alara will just, take the hawk and walk away. She'll be heading back, taking her own route to meet up with Vikram at a predetermined rendezvous point. Then the two of them will make it back to the manor house for some rest. So.
Yeah, of course.
Did we predetermine we'd be going there? Okay, yep. I think we can all meet up there. So I guess we'll go there, and I'll notice you two. Vikram and Laurel kind of just be hanging out, probably just peeking at some nearby shops. Nighttime window shopping. Then they'll see you and go, "Hey, did you get the where's the captain? You already dump him off? Oh, didn't know you had that spell in your arsenal." So what spell is that? Oh, good. Let's step into the guild and go powwow. I was able to start a very nasty rumor and amplify it, that the admiral isn't as glorious as people claim she is. That she may have done things to get herself to the top, implying, her with her age and her physical appearance helped her get there. That she's been potentially claiming the glory of others and making deals with certain enemies to win. But it'll only get worse, making our job easier. And I'll just be that friendly wanderer that'll pop up again. Speak with her and try and help guide her down certain paths.
And I will send my men to the castle to pretty much get outfitted for guard duty.
To the keep, good. So you got how many mages were you able to scrape up that could do that kind of work? Vikram is saying as he's just kind of standing there. Okay.
Huh?
I'm asking how many mages they were able to scrape up to do guard duty.
Yeah, I was about to tell you. There are.
Oh, sorry.
Guard.
Ty, you cut out.
Oh, they said there. She said, "Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7. So about 12."
So you have 12 people that know the spells required that could do the work. We may have paved the way so that only the guards of the personal guards of the keep are the ones that'll be leading the gates. That might even reduce the amount of time needed by a bit, and may have sowed a little bit of disunity. Oh, also was able to take a quick peek at the lieutenant's notes. The guy that's been trying to hunt you guys down, he's way off the mark.
But that means good. That means we. That means we. My spies are doing a good job.
Are your spies within the Wufu guards?
Well, a couple of them. You met one.
Oh, who?
They brought you here in the first place.
Oh, the mage girl.
Yeah.
Oh, she. One thing you may want to pass along to them if you can quietly. Help them boost the where they can boost the rumor about the admiral. It'll hit their ears eventually. Just let them know to let it pass through them.
Wait 1 second. She takes out a sheet of paper, writes down everything that you said, and then pretty much crumbles it. Like, all right, it should be there in 3, 2, 1. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So we have.
Don't start the rumor. Wait till they hear it. That was what I said. Wait till they hear it, then spread it, so that they don't get tagged as an originator.
So yeah, that's what she. All right. She writes down another piece of paper. She crumbles it up, and then she says, and then she rolls up. It's like, okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, so it's happening. At least within the sailors and lower rank guards.
I think that we should retire for the night. We've had a pretty busy day. Once we get back to the keep, we'll wait for the spell to wear off just in case we need the guard captain for anything, and we'll have him in the dungeon so we can interrogate him.
All right, so back to the keep you go.
Yep. Are there any guards that are coming on duty right now at the entrance to the keep?
Yeah, actually they are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask if they've heard any new rumors. Just as if they've heard any new rumors passing around the various guard barracks.
I don't pay attention to the Wufu Empire rumors. I have enough. I have enough to worry about.
Have you heard anything? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm thinking about an admiral being shady and whatnot.
Okay, good. It's spreading.
All right, I know if I can.
I don't need you to spread it. I just want you to keep your ear to the ground. It's for the house.
Okay, anything for the house.
Don't try to spread it. Keep your guys out of it. Let them know not to spread these unsubstantiated rumors. Just listen.
Good point. All right. And pretty much mods and 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 disguise you the house.
Yep. So I guess we're just gonna find a couple rooms, get some rest tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. So next morning, after getting probably maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep, not a full night's rest, but better than nothing. I'm gonna go out disguised again as the half elf and go back to that kind of waterfront tavern bar. Do they have breakfasts and things like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Just in time. We're about to close the bar, but yeah, we got some. I could whip up some breakfast real quick. What do you want?
Yeah. Just a bite to eat and see and just kind of listen in for the stragglers of the sailors. Do I actually see a divide between the sailors and the soldiers right now?
If you could cut. I was if you could cut the room in half.
I'm kind of looking over and goes. Last night I could have sworn they were somewhat intermixed. Has something happened?
I don't know. Ever since ever since the Admiral lost the fight, it's pretty much been like this. The sailors don't trust the soldiers, and the soldiers don't trust the sailors.
I'll get my food and I'll sit down with some of the sailors and go, hey guys, look, I know that sailors and soldiers don't generally get along, but don't you guys fly under the same banner?
As long as you talk shit about the Admiral, we will never be on their side.
Look, I understand. Look, I understand. You know, there's some chest pounding and bravado after a fight, after that fight. But is it real? What are they saying?
That she slept her way to the top. That battles that I've been in. I've been in. He says he, and they say that, oh, she slept her way to the top. She didn't win those battles. I've been in. I risked my life. One of my friends my friend has died in the battle, and she says that she lost. No. Yeah. Fuck you. Kiss her.
Does it look like there's about to be a fight breaking out?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quietly continue sitting with the sailors and eating my meal. Just try to keep a low profile. And I'm going like, okay, that's working. That's good. Discontent is good because then the sailors will be too busy fighting the soldiers to know what's going on until we seize the Navy. That's what I'm thinking. So I'll just kind of hang out around the docks. Do I see the Admiral walking around at all?
Yeah, she's just a little concerned right now. Like, she's pretty much not her calm usual self right now. Just
Does
like,
it look like she's had the bandages changed out, or she's still wearing the same bandages from yesterday?
yeah, she has the bandages changed out.
They have been changed out. I'll just walk up to her, carry my medical bag, and going. I will my little field kit, and going. Morning, Admiral. Looks like you've got one of your own healers to change out the bandages. Good.
Yeah, I don't need. I don't. Yeah, I normally don't need healers. I thank God one of them, one of them steps. One of them is staying in town today. So yeah.
Well, I should be around for a little while. If you need any extra help, I saw that there have been some nasty. I heard some nasty rumors that are being spread about you. What's up with the soldiers spreading those kind of rumors?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. One minute I'm respected by everyone. Next minute, some rumors spread about me that me losing. I lost valuable men, my friends, everything, and they're spread and they say I didn't win the battles. They saying that I made deals with dragons and the battles either I won and some of the battles either I lost or I had made deals to make sure I won. I haven't heard rumors that I slipped to the top. I mean, no offense. I mean, I'm a virgin. I mean, I want to wait till I get married and everything, but
I guess some people are just petty.
yeah, exactly. Of course, of course, the captain is celebrating. He says he has a party for two straight days, at least until Rotunda comes back. I mean, there's a fight and then it's overkill.
Okay. Look, your men still respect you, don't they?
Yeah, to the dying day, or else I'll have no troops whatsoever.
Yeah. And I would hope that the viceroy respects you.
Of course, that's why I'm in charge in the first place.
Well, if you need additional medical attention, I'll be floating around the docks and the market districts.
Thanks. Maybe I just. Thanks. Hey, maybe we should get a beer sometime.
Yeah, maybe. If you excuse me.
And he goes back to checking the ships.
So,
You do not hear it, but she sounds a little distressed because of the rumors.
I'll let it fester for another day before she starts completely losing it.
A day passes, and
Well, unless the other two want to do stuff. Yep. Yep. Well, we'll have him in the dungeon because I would like to interrogate him. I think we all want to. Yep. So I guess we'll fast forward to that maybe around midday.
so midday today, midday the next day.
Midday today. So I kind of met up with some people in the morning, just checked out what the rumor was like. I probably popped my head into a couple other areas where the guards are. I'm just kind of listening, hearing, and seeing how far this is spread and where the battle lines are being drawn. I'm presuming that the battle lines that the citizenry, some are picking sides because they're loyal Wufu, but others are staying out of it because they're more loyal to the local house.
Exactly.
Got it. Also, I might.
And some just want to see a fight between the navy and the army.
So yeah, so it is spreading. And is it morphing even more?
Oh yes, some say that she surrendered the Wufu Empire. Some say that she's actually a spy. Some say that she actually slipped with Emperor Wufu himself to get so high of a promotion.
Are the sailors coming up with counter rumors about the captain?
They saying he sucks. He doesn't do a good job. If it wasn't for the viceroy, there'd be nothing.
So it basically there is now a partial counter rumor mill as well that's pushing back, which is just going to sow more discontent. Good. Okay, so I guess we're popping our heads into the dungeon now. So I guess we set the mask on a chair. We have Alara standing behind him to hold him down when he pops back, and we just have everyone waiting. And hey, can we actually set up a table with manacles on it with a swinging magical lamp?
Swinging magical lamp? Oh, fine. I could be down 10 minutes in 1 minute. Says Firebrand.
Good.
I haven't tortured a human in such a long time. I wonder if they could respond well to bombs.
I'm just going to take the magical lamp and say we can handle it from here. We have more effective methods.
Yeah.
Go take a long lunch.
Fine. I wonder if Sandra was busy. Maybe I could practice my bombs I heard mention and then leaves.
So I'm thinking Vikram will play good cop and Saloon will play bad cop. We'll have Remy just sitting in the corner playing her lute if she has a lute.
Fiddle.
Okay, and then we'll have Laura standing behind him, just being the big scary paladin she is. So he pops out of that. Alara immediately kind of grabs him from behind and holds his arms down while Vikram manacles him to the table.
What do you want? I haven't had my first beer yet. In fact, what am I doing here? Who are you guys?
Wasn't he fully aware of everything that has happened?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Remember, he is also half drunk, so... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Vikram just kind of pulls down his mask, pulls his hood back, and goes, "Good morning, Captain. We do apologize for having to borrow your identity, but it's needed."
Borrow my... Oh, fuck. What do you do? What did I do? Wait. I recognize that cat girl.
You should recognize all of us. And I just plopped down the propaganda posters about us.
You! What are you doing here? Where am I?
We're actually friends of the lady of the house. We helped save her and her daughter from slavery. Unfortunately, her husband died
Father.
During that time, but she seems to have done pretty well managing since then.
Her father died?
And husband. Her husband's also dead. He died
Yeah, that's
in
right. He
Westwood.
also died.
Yeah, Westwood. But I think she's coping well, and her daughter seems to be coping with it as well. And you guys think that kid will probably make a good leader someday? Her mom seems to keep her in the loop of things and is teaching her well.
Once I fought the viceroy, then they'd be slaves just like everyone else. Maybe
yeah,
I take.
Well, I'm going to let you in on the plan just because, well, you can't tell anyone about the plan. We're what's the name of the city again, Ty?
Father.
Was it Valor? Yeah, Valor is going to declare its independence and become a free city-state.
What's the Navy part here? Yeah.
We we helped you win that fight, and then started a nasty rumor among your soldiery, which appears to have started with one of your lieutenants, saying that the admiral is stealing valor from others, making deals with her presumed enemies for victories, and slept her way to the top. You can cut the tension with a wooden spoon out there. It's getting nasty. And the last time I checked, there were a lot of very unhappy sailors in this town that'd be more than happy to start a makeshift navy. It's not that hard to seize the ships if they're still in port. Especially with most of the soldiery all in one place right now.
What do you mean all in one place? They should be patrolling.
The party. I'm presuming at this point that there's been printed out orders that are being handed out to the guards about days of celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, I show him one of them with his signature and seal on the orders.
Wait, what? I didn't sign this. I didn't.
It was witnessed by two of your officers. It was signed by you. So, things are going from bad to worse. And we're willing to offer you a deal. We're still going to keep borrowing your identity, of course, until we seal the city off and declare independence officially.
Seal the city off? The gate has been closed for. The gates have been rusted shut.
And we have a dozen mages currently repairing them in secret because your guards aren't there watching the gates anymore. The guards loyal to the house are for the next few days. They're the ones doing the patrols. They're the armed ones. We instituted a bloodless coup. All we have to do is seal the gates and seize the rest of the navy over time, and there's no way you're getting into the city. Those are thick stone walls with cannon on top. Hell, we could even strip the ships for additional cannon. Then from there, we could easily go out to the various trading cities that are only a week or so away, and ask for support. I'm presuming that you guys haven't been too nice to them in recent days, and they'd be more than happy to help support this city's independence.
We're trying to take them over for a couple of years now. The Diablo says that's her next stop after she takes over, and at that point he shuts his mouth because he doesn't know what you guys know.
So, would you mind showing him what you collected last night? It was very fascinating reading before bed. Oh yeah, his hands are manacled. Alara's behind him. She's ready to bop him on the head with a shield if he causes any trouble. She's quite a good strategist. Very good strategist, I'll have to admit. But also, something else you shouldn't realize. Do you know who originally sent us to this kingdom?
Who?
Captain? Hold on.
Who?
I pull out basically the sending stone and go, Your Highness, I do apologize for waking you up in the middle of the night.
And actually, my father's asleep, but I'm here.
Oh, Malin, how are you doing?
Fine. I'm just been training and pretty.
Good. Just something to pass.
And the tiger's doing fine as well, and she shows off her pet tiger.
Aw, adorable. Big. It looks like he's being a good boy for you. So just give you a heads up. The ports of, and I'm just going to list off the ports that are within striking distance of Westwood. They've been seized by the Wufu Empire in secret. I recommend contacting those kingdoms to have them root out the Wufu agents. These are their cover identities, and I'm just going to go through all of the cover identities.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I send troops out right away.
Actually, just to, instead of sending troops out yourself, just send out a couple of. I would recommend getting in contact with your diplomats and your associates in the courts of those kingdoms. Give it to them directly. I don't want them to know that we've got this ability to get in contact with you, and try to quietly coordinate with them to just shut these down left and right. Make it look like the locals figured it
Yeah, good point. I wake up father to them. Coordinate them.
It fortunately can wait. You could wait about 6 months to deal with that easily enough, to be honest, because it's going to take 6 months for the boats to get there. Yeah, just get in contact with them, start rooting them out over the next month or two, and I'm sure everything will be fine.
All right, thank you. If it wasn't for your information, we would have been conquered within a couple of days. We still haven't rebuilt the army yet, and navies.
I spent months pushing out that cult from your kingdom. You think I want all that undone?
Yeah, we didn't even build up a navy yet. But yeah, fortunately, someone.
I'm sure the Sarasara kingdom will be more than happy to provide very eager paladins to help you bolster the ship crews.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, I have some work to do. No offense, but we have
get some rest. And remember, 2-mile run in the morning. I hope you're not slacking off. Don't skip leg day.
All right, 3-mile run. You see a lot of you see a lot of run. Jesus Christ! I know she's a former sergeant, but still. Huh?
I'm sure she'll teach you well. Have a good night.
Good night.
Have a good night. Oh, you should say goodbye to the captain of the Wufu guards for the city we're in. We've got him currently chained to the table.
No, you're under arrest for conspiracy, right?
Not under jurisdiction. Not under jurisdiction.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, wrong jurisdiction.
I forgot. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
All right.
Get some rest.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still a little tired, but I still have work to do. So
go ahead.
Let me just wake up, Father.
No.
Good night.
It can wait till morning. Just pass it along to the night guards so they can at least get a couple of the people prepped.
Good point.
You just need a couple of messengers with diplomatic messages.
Yeah. All right. Good night. I'm tired.
I put the stone away.
At this point, she almost falls asleep.
Yep. And I just looked to the captain of the guard, just with a bit of a smirk on my face. So, about taking over Westwood.
Damn it. I was hoping to move there to get away from that bitch.
Well, just to let you know, the only reason you won that fight was because of our mage friend. She has a very unique ability to cast spells while being completely unnoticed. And putting you and the admiral in the same cell and handing her a knife, I've got a feeling you wouldn't last too long.
Beep boop ba ba boop boop ba ba. It's true.
I'll be dead within a couple of seconds.
Yes. So, if you cooperate with us, you'll still be sent to a prisoner of war camp over in the Arrowville Republic. But you might be able to be put into protective custody. And we'll make sure the admiral goes to a different camp and try to keep you away from any sailors that are captured as well. So, I would like to know where all the weapons caches are in the city. I want to know where the keys are for those. And I want to know if you guys have any hidden food reserves. I want to make sure that the city's food supply lasts longer.
Damn it.
Or you could talk to Saloon over here.
Who was the one that helped me win the fight?
I point over to the plucky-looking elven girl floating on a broom.
Boop. Hello. How are you?
I heard your.
Careful, that's an evil spell.
I heard you the crazy witch or the psycho witch. I think you're up. I think
We prefer the term eccentric. We prefer the term eccentric wizardess.
I think I'm going to go with one more crazy. And you have me win the fight against the Admiral?
It's not that hard.
She was beating me within an inch of my life.
Again, it wasn't that hard. You're treating it like it was that difficult of a challenge. I could have taken her out in one hit. God, you humans are so weak.
I think any one of us could have taken her in a fight unarmed, including our bard over there.
You know, I think what you just need to learn is that you're pathetic. But don't worry. You'll have a lot of time to learn.
Alright, well, here's the keys to my office.
Oh, we've already got those, and I pulled up all the stuff that they collected off of him last night.
Alright, well, you should pull off. Well, among them is the keys to my to our storage rooms. I can't get access to the Navy storage rooms because, well, they're the Navy and they're the best ever. But
I'm working that little angle myself.
But the remaining storage rooms and the remaining storage rooms and the food supply is under the Army's jurisdiction.
Oh, good. That means we can get it transferred under the control easily enough to the local guard and have them protect it temporarily, since your guys are obviously going to be having a party. And, well, Saloon, is he going to be aware of everything when he's in masked form, or is he kind of knocked unconscious, since he seems to not know what's going on?
Oh, don't me.
Practice.
Yeah, practice.
Trust me,
I get over hang on this real quick. Why did I kept my job so long?
Know a couple of guys back in my hometown that can put them away pretty effectively.
All right. What else do you want to know?
What do you have? Do you have any safety deposit boxes in the city?
Yeah, of course. But it's by the Admiral's safety deposit box. It's the only time we get along. Will it take out money or put money away?
Oh, thank you. You gave me another angle to whittle away at her psyche.
Is the rumors actually spreading rumors about her? Maybe I should have thought of this myself. Maybe it's good.
Are you insane or stupid? Or both?
Yeah, I forgot. She pretty much
I've looked into the eyes of her men. They are willing. They are willing to. They're probably more than willing to kill every single soldier under your command. Then bring you in chains in front of her, where she will then throw you off of a ship tied to an anchor, then pull you back up and dunk you repeatedly.
Yeah,
all I did was put a few ideas in the head of one of your lieutenants. And he moved from there. And then your men morphed the story.
Yeah, and I don't think my lieutenant's going to last too much longer.
No, actually, I think he will probably, if he's smart, he'll probably cut a deal with the Airville Republic and trade his skill set for better treatment. Assuming he survives.
And at this point, a large knock is going to be at the door. Help! Help!
What is it?
Sanctuary!
I slide open the bar window and go, yes? Who is it?
Help! The soldiers are after me! I claimed sanctuary! It's the lieutenant.
I'm gonna say, hey guards, let him in.
Oh no, he is telling the truth. The soldier.
You mean the sailors that are chasing after him right now?
Exactly.
So I guess we'll, you know what? Could one of you guys cast disguise and make me look like one of the officers, one of the watch officers, and I'll tell the normal watch officer, hey, I'm just gonna borrow your look and I'm gonna take this from here. Okay, so I guess I look like one of them now. So I'm gonna step out, in armor, and I'll pull him in, throw him to a couple of the guards, and I'm gonna say, take him to the dungeon, keep him quiet. Then I'm gonna have a couple of the other guards, and we're just gonna do a simple shield wall and try to hold the sailors back. What are the sailors screaming?
That's the rumor that the one who spread lies about the Admiral. I want him dead. I want to bring from the Admiral at once.
Unfortunately, that cannot be done. As per the charter with the Wufu Empire, if an officer requests audience with the lady of the house, it is to be granted. Or sorry, with the lord of the house, it'll be granted. He is in a sense requesting to speak to her right now regarding the situation. The house will not take a side in this, but will listen to grievances from both sides. So for now, please step away, or we will have to place you under arrest. Is that understood?
Yes,
Should I roll an intimidate or a diplomacy?
Intimidate.
Now back off. and go back to your command, and we'll overlook this.
Fine, fine. But
We'll look into this matter as an impartial third party.
after you're done with him, the admiral's going to come up. You understand? She walked, and then pretty much the troop walked away, and the soldier's laughing like, ha ha ha! I knew it! I knew it! Ha 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 ha!
Is the admiral walking up to the noble house guards?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'll move back into the facility, have the other guy take over back to his position, basically just trade out with him again. And I'm going to lead I'll still keep the disguise. I'll lead this guy downstairs with a couple other guards. And I'm going to throw him into the same room as the captain, I guess, just for now, in the dungeon. Just have the disguise drop and go, "Afternoon, Lieutenant. Good afternoon, Lieutenant."
Thank you. I don't know who you were. Wait, I recognize you.
Yeah, he doesn't recognize that form. Basically, I was kind of like a middle-aged elf at the time.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But now I look different. Now I'm a drow. I'm no longer that officer.
Wait.
I'm no longer a subaltern.
Wait.
I am now in different gear, standing over this guy with a symbol of Desna hanging off my waist.
Wait, I recognize you.
Yes, Vikram Kilth. How do you do?
Into the frying pan and into the fire.
Pretty much. You recognize your captain, of course, and I basically gesture over to him.
Captain, what did you do? I just talked to some guard.
Cutting a deal with allies of the Yerevan Republic to prevent him being put in the same camp as the Admiral after this is all done. I recommend you cut a similar deal.
Like Big Christ Sanctuary.
Do you think they're going to intercede on your behalf other than keep you from getting stabbed right now? Do you think they care what happens when the Yerevan Republic gets their hands on you? They're just going to throw you in. They're just going to throw you into one of the camps, and I guarantee you, there's probably going to be sailors there. So, if you want special treatment, you're going to need our protection. So, we already know the locations of any caches, and I'll basically pull them over to the map that has all the caches circled. Are there any caches that you've been keeping off the books that we should know about?
Here and here. It points to two places on the map.
Please tell me why these were kept off the books.
No offense, but I'm younger than you, Captain, and I feel I should overtake your role eventually, so I kept some caches off the books, just in case we get attacked.
Good, good. Now I can get those raided before your guy. Are they regularly inspected, or are they just left alone until needed?
They left alone until needed.
Good. We can strip the equipment in the night without anyone taking notice, then, and get that to the militia. Thank you for the free equipment. Now, Lieutenant, I'm gonna take you to another cell just so you and the captain don't gouge his eyes out. Unless there's something else you want to say to try and sweeten the deal, maybe try to get a little bit better treatment with the Yerevan Republic.
Right now, I don't know what else to say. I'm the lieutenant here, so I don't know anything else I could do to help you out.
Have you been embezzling funds at all? Do you know of it, or are you part of any group of officers that have been embezzling funds?
Maybe.
Come on, this is the Wufu Empire. You guys aren't exactly Boy Scouts.
I've been shaving some off the top when we.
Where is it stored?
Captain? I took the keys to your safe deposit box and stored it in that. It's in It's in a hidden drawer. It's in a hidden. It's in a hidden drawer right behind your safe deposit box. Just noticing my safe deposit box is smaller than the Ambros.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to raid that. Anything in the safety deposit box that I should know about, other than obviously a stash of gold?
Oh, just a shit ton of gold.
Okay, then. I guess we'll we'll ask the lady.
He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Remember, he's still scared out of his mind. The second you send it out, the second you send them out the door, he's pretty much a dead man walking.
Yep. So well, unfortunately, we need the captain back out in the field, and Lieutenant, you'll be staying here as a guest of honor in Hotel Le Dungeon. We'll make sure you're fed and clothed, but we'll need you kept safe for now. Come on. I'm gonna kind of lead him out into another cell. I'll do a full inspection, make sure he's not carrying anything.
Right now, all he carries a gun. Without bullets.
Full pat down just to make sure.
It's just a gun without bullets. Actually, ran out, as you can see. And something interesting, it's been fired recently, so yeah.
Did you shoot one of the sailors?
No, it's just shoot some. I just shoot some warning shots. Apparently, sailors don't fear bullets.
Of course not. They deal with cannon. I thump him on the head.
I may have shot one of them.
You guys realize that all of the things that you've accomplished in the past 2 years, other than completely decimating an entire kingdom, that still pisses me off. That everything done with the Irvine Republic in the past couple of years, we've undone inside of a couple of months with 5 people and a hawk. You guys really need to get on the ball.
I like to view myself as an impartial observer on these events and not actually directly related to the rest of you.
You've been casting spells for us.
No offense, madam. What's your name again? Sandra? You're one of the highest bounties out there, so no, you're not.
I mean, that's just because I'm a terrifying murder machine able to wipe out an entire city in a single night, which no one will let me do.
Collateral damage. We're limiting collateral damage.
I'm sorry. I could have just wiped out the Capitol last night. I'm sorry. Is that such a big deal? It would have solved all our problems.
The Capitol is shielded, so no, you may not.
You think their shields would stop me?
100 mages? Yeah, I don't think they're outranking you.
Stop challenging her. It's tricky enough. It's tricky enough to keep her satisfied and working within our stringent.
Your moral ethos of such high contrast, like Cassandra, you can't use those babies that we captured that are orcs and launch them at a catapult at the enemy forces.
Laura kind of puts her hand up, going, "I would have looked the other way for that one." Vikrin is no comment.
At this point, the captain looks up and is like, I should tell you this, but after she takes over but the plan is after she takes over Westwood, she's personally go after you, pointing at Sandra, and you pointing at Remy.
The Admiral? The Admiral.
Remember, she is a brilliant strategist. She may not be brilliant in the fight department, but she is pretty much the strategist second to none.
She thinks she's people.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the problem is, like, she has to take the strongest one out first, because if she doesn't do that, then she leaves herself exposed and vulnerable.
That's why she's going.
Yeah.
And that's why she's going. And that's why she thinks she's going at. And that's why
And
Sandra.
what does she know about me?
Everything.
I'm disconnecting the manacles from the thing, and I'm shoving him again. Who said this is the lieutenant or the captain?
The captain.
And I'm shoving him against the wall. You're gonna tell me what you know right now.
He pretty much says everything about your backstory, about your history, everything. She's been studying you, Remy, Cassandra, and Browns, and actually Saloon actually as well.
I'm not asking. I'm asking for specifics. Now tell me before Saloon becomes the good cop here. Does she know where my hometown is?
She knows your hometown is. She doesn't know where Remy hometown is. She knows Saloon hometown, and she has various witnesses against Cassandra. She's been
Witnesses? Define witness.
witnesses. Believe it or not, she's been collecting magic just to fight Cassandra with her troops.
I'm gonna pull him back to the table and throw a world map. You're gonna point to where my hometown is right now.
He rolls out the map, points, and with one finger points it like, "Here's your hometown."
Is he actually pointing to it?
Exactly. Yep.
I'm throwing him against the wall.
Me and the captain know. Even the Emperor doesn't know yet. She just said one day I will
I throw him against the wall full force.
I'm telling the truth.
Vikran, stop this. Come now. Where are the items? I want those items. Tell me.
On the apple.
No.
Only
the
Admiral
knows. Only the Admiral knows. Oh.
So
well,
only you and the Admiral know where my hometown is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
she blabbed it on. She blabbed it on in one of her stories. Fortunately, on the bars cleared that day.
Do they have anyone in that town, or do they just know the location?
They just know the location. All the Admiral spies is currently surrounding Westwood right now.
And I named all of them already. Good. That'll buy time. So, Captain, I'm going to leave you in the care of Cassandra and Saloon before I do something that my God would be ashamed of me for. I've already stepped on the line. So, I'm going to back away before I cross it.
I'm only telling you this so they can bring her down even lower.
No, I'm going to give her a chance. I'm going to give her a chance of redemption. Other than she's a hard worker, and I think when she sees the discontent we've sowed, and when the city starts to fall, she might choose a different side. But I'm gonna make sure that path is not pleasant. Vikram walks out of the room. Alara falls behind him. She looks pretty pissed too.
So, are you going? Still have the captain here. What are you going to do?
Well, they've got to turn him back into a mask.
I can see everything.
He can't talk.
Oh. Alright.
Guys. She thinks she can take me on with anti-magic. Oh. So she's going to have to get a planar to travel ability to get to my pocket dimension, crawl through that hellhole with my personal assassins and armored bodyguards everywhere, and all the traps and tribulations, and the fact that I can change and shape the weather without needing magic because it's my pocket dimension. Then she has to get through a castle layered with traps, both magical and non-magical. Oh, God.
It's doable, but it's going to be a lot of bodies.
No, it's not doable. It's not doable, Vikram.
Throw enough bodies and enough talent at a problem, and it'll eventually get solved.
And trust
Vikram,
me.
I'm not there.
Oh, you'll what? Be hiding in a nice, quiet mountain cabin, awakening various creatures to have tea parties with.
Well, that too, yes. But no, I was more pointing out the fact that literally the moment she enters, I'm aware she's in. So she'll have to fight through all of it. And the only people that know that are you, me, and just us, because mind blank, meaning nobody can scry on us at any point in time. Literally meaning they can't know our position. So she has to assume I'm there and hope I'm there. And then when she finds out that I'm not there, because mind blank, it's a beautiful spell, Vikram.
Goody.
I am Schrodinger's cat. I'm both where I am and where I'm not. Oh wait,
Everywhere and
understand that
nowhere.
concept. Yes.
So let's move forward with our
BRB.
Move forward with the plan. I'll go back to the docks in that other disguised form. It's kind of the half-elf disguised form, switched out gear a little bit. And how does it look at the docks right now?
She's still keeping up appearances right now, but you can see she's rattled. But yeah, the dots are pretty much looking fine right now.
Yep.
And load the booths as we speak.
When are they launching? What am I kind of hearing from kind of the dock workers?
The Admiral says it's going to be next week where they're launching.
Okay, well.
Yeah, it's 6 months, but
you want to prepare for the journeys. I've been on long ones before. You don't want to overlook anything.
Yeah, she's going out with like several battleships, but the equivalent battleships.
I can't remember what the terminology is. That's I know the modern terminology, but she's basically got frigates, a lot of frigates, maybe even a couple galleons or equivalents. Just big.
Yeah, exactly.
Potent guns.
Frigates, galleons, all armed to the teeth.
I'm just thinking in my head, these galleons are too slow for what we want to use them for. We should take out about half the cannons and turn them into slower transport and press them into a merchant role. That's just what I'm thinking right now. Take the other cannons, put them on the battlements, so we have more guns. So yeah, I'm just kind of hanging around the dock, just trying not to draw too much attention. How does the party look in the center of town?
Oh, the party's like in full swing right now. You have dancing girls, ladies of the night, bards everywhere. Liquor's flowing like alcohol. Liquor's flowing like water.
I'll work with. I guess I'll quietly work with some of the loyal guards that are off duty. as well as I would presume that they've made inroads with militia, with people who are willing to be militiamen and sailors
Yeah,
throughout the town, preparing for this day.
exactly.
Whether the lady knew about it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
To keep. Yeah. Okay, so we'll work together. We'll clear out the caches that are off the books because those ones won't be missed. And Kiri, could you guys go clear out the safety deposit box?
All right. As you approach the safe deposit box, you see the admiral just walking like, ah, it's a long day. Ah, damn it. Where's that? Where's that lieutenant? I want to see him walk the plank over and over again. Jesus, I worked so hard. She pulls out, uh, she pulls out, a pool, she pulls out some gold from the safe deposit box, locks it up and leaves. Alright. I still have a job to do. We still have to take over Westwood. And then she leaves. She's back. She's back at the ship, making sure that everything's loaded. Yeah, a couple of traps. The traps, yeah. Right? And as the lieutenant says, we have one safe deposit box, and then hidden behind, when we pull the drawer out, they have another safety deposit box.
What's in the box?
You don't need the key. If you if you pull out the first set of gold and then reach back slowly, you actually should see a handle. You pull it back, and you have another safe deposit box. So yeah, about nope. Yeah. Let me just see what match. No, it's a ring. Two rings of your choice.
Nice. Yep. How much gold do we pull out of that? I'm presuming it's also there was platinum and jewels and shit.
Yeah, a total of between the two safe deposit box, a total of 10,000 gold.
Okay, just put that on the list. We'll split that up evenly. So, I'm gonna roll a perception and a stealth to kind of keep my distance, keep out of the eyes of the admiral. And I want to keep observing her through the rest of the day, and wait till we get kind of to the evening, where and I'll meet. I'll just bump into her at whatever bar she goes to. That is my perception check. That's my stealth.
Eventually, the day's over, and I can't go to the bar. I don't have any liquor at home either. I might as well. Huh?
So I overhear this.
Yeah. Go to the bar, not without a fight starting.
I'll pop into the bar. I'll quietly inquire with the barkeep by making sure to imply there's going to be a very big tip for him if he lets me know what the admiral's favorite drink is.
Yeah, something about a break from Westwood she tried some time ago. I think it's Samuel Smith's Ale, something like that. Springtime. Actually, yeah, it's Samuel Smith's Springtime Ale.
You got a decent sized bottle
I
of
just
that?
have here. Here you go.
How much? How much for that?
About 1 gold.
I'll also get a decent bottle of red wine from him. That just probably a local production.
Yeah, so
That's probably
1 gold and 1 copper, and about 10 copper.
You mean 1 silver?
1 silver, yeah.
I'll leave 5 gold and walk out with both of them and some glasses.
It's a pleasure doing business with you. Alright, so you see the Admiral just drifting off into town to another bar.
Yeah, I was expecting her to kind of be sitting at the docks, sad and ashamed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She actually stayed at the docks.
I'll just kind of sit down next to her and hold out the bottle of Samuel Smith's.
Where did you get that? I thought the bar was closed for the quote unquote celebration.
And I just kind of hold up a gold piece, then slip it back into my pouch.
Clever boy. Hey, you.
Barkeeps and tavern owners are all identical across the world.
Just get some. Let me just get some. Just get some glasses from my room. You want some?
I pull out the 2 glasses that I got from him.
You think of everything.
I'm an adventurer. That's what I do.
Pour some. Pour some ale. Why don't you?
I pour her a tall glass of the ale, and I'll take about a half glass of wine, and just sit there going, "You're having a pretty rough day. Thought you needed it."
Yeah, the rumors is bringing more and more. I heard to take the lieutenant all the way to the Battle Mansion. I have to go there tomorrow to plead my case. Some ale a little bit.
Look, it's gonna get sorted out when the Viceroy gets here. You know, he's on your side, right?
Of course.
I'm gonna use a little bit of diplomacy to try and intercede the idea that maybe the Viceroy, you know, I mean, also these rumors started not long after the Viceroy left.
Wait, what? But
I mean, the Viceroy just started talking about this, didn't he? I mean, okay, look, I mean, look, I don't want to get in trouble, but I've noticed with these more top-down kingdoms that they have a little bit of political intrigue in the background. I mean, you're a young admiral that's doing exceedingly well for herself. I mean, you probably made yourself a fair share of political enemies at this point.
Yeah, but I already do good for the Empire. Besides, the Viceroy usually brings up troops, not tears them down. You might want to make another diplomacy check.
That was just a thought.
Yeah. But it's still strange. I mean...
Look, you're shooting up pretty rapidly. You're shooting up pretty rapidly through the ranks. You're a brilliant strategist. I would presume the Viceroy has noticed that, but there is a saying that I've heard. What was that saying? You want to be good, but not too good.
All I do is do it for the Empire. I do it because of the Viceroy. I mean, he brings up the troops so much that could go through anything, of course. And And at this point, she takes another sip of ale. But if the viceroy is against me, then I knew where else to turn.
Look, it was just kind of idle chatter. I'm sure everything will be fine.
Hopefully, and at this point, you hear screaming going on. Like, what's going on? She drops her drink and runs to the docks.
I'll fall behind her, just acting as like a concerned citizen.
This point, the Navy and Army is going to a full-blown fight.
Admiral, you're going to want to stay back. You get involved, it's only going to inflame it. I'll try to calm it down.
No, I mean it.
Admiral, the army thinks that thinks that you're illegitimate. You step in there, they're going to start throwing insults at you, and they're going to start and that's going to antagonize your men. Look, I know that you've always commanded from the top, but stay back right now, okay? If I can get these guys separated, you try to get your men to calm down before this explodes. Because if the Army and the Navy start fighting, it's going to be both you and the captain's head that the Viceroy is going to be after.
Point. I don't want to fight him in the arena. All right. If you get them to calm down, I will personally pay you myself.
I'll do what I can. I'm going to walk in and go, guys, calm down. You're both under the same flag. Do you want the Viceroy to crack down on you and your families for this?
They're slowly
Now, Army, go back to your celebration. Navy, get back to your ships.
They're slowly but surely backing off.
I'm just kind of standing in between the two of them. There's probably been a couple of
who's this
house guard.
Who's this guy? I don't know, but yeah. Do you want to face the Viceroy in the arena? No, not even close. No, usually I don't listen to civilians. But you make it good.
I'm just a concerned bystander. I don't want this to go to blood.
But you make a good point, so we listen to you for now. And they back off. The army is resuming the celebration with booze, liquor, alcohol, and women. Navy returns to.
I'll kind of walk with the Navy guys, get them to go back to their ships to get some food and rest.
Yeah, they do so. Yes, you brought it up. I know that threatening the Viceroy will be.
Would it not be wrong? The Viceroy would get a report from the noble house that they had to arrest several Wufu Empire soldiers and sailors who were fighting each other. You think the noble house is going to try to bury that?
I'm not even close.
Oh, they could use that as a political win.
Let's see, we're finding the Viceroy, and that's not good, even for me. I mean, I'm not a fighter. I'm just a strategist. To direct people how to fight and whatnot, but.
Oh, your fist fighting technique was quite well done. I definitely see the tactical elements of it.
Of course. Late father taught me how to fist fight.
Was he a sailor or a soldier?
Yeah, he was a sailor. Me and my mom died at sea. Rumor is that a Kraken pretty much capitalized this ship.
Yeah, those things are floating out there. They're nasty creatures. But some ships have been able to fend them off, so.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk about my parents.
Yeah, I know what it is to lose someone close to you.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Anyway.
it hasn't happened too many times in my life, but it still happened.
Yeah. Anyway, it's getting late then. To make sure the ships are ready. Have you seen the captain lately, by the way?
I think he's floating around with the men.
Knowing him, he's probably banging one or two hookers as we speak. And they wonder why he hasn't got promoted yet. Yeah.
He's a blowhard.
Just go to the Noble House tomorrow to explain my case.
Well, have a good night.
Night. And he leaves. And she leaves.
Yep, I'm gonna get back to the. I'm gonna get back to the captain. Is the captain working? Does the captain have the head of the Mage Guild with him? Or are they still working separately?
They have the head of the Mage Guild with them.
Got it. I'm gonna kind of poke in and see what the status is on the gates. Are they ready to be sealed?
In about 10 hours, yes.
So early tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we could potentially start a false flag? We do have Wufu Empire armor, since I was able to help collect it from those caches.
Yeah, of course.
The Admiral's on edge as it is.
Yeah, I heard the room.
Wouldn't be too hard to push her over the edge, make her think that the Wufu soldiers are staging a coup. Get her sailors off the ships, get our people on them in the meantime, and then sneak our people on board, get them out to sea so they can't be used, and just surround both of them at the same time. Divide and conquer.
Yeah, that would work. I had to refit some of the armor, but fortunately, Firebrand.
I can help you get that armor up to snuff pretty quickly.
Oh, okay. No offense, but I really don't trust the goblin with all the
I'll leave the engineers. Don't worry.
All right.
So we've got a 44 to the armor check.
Oh, yeah, you fit the armor like a glove.
So we're just going to get several of the most trusted and capable members of the Royal House Guards. You guys have any problems with that? In this armor, and we'll have them start assaulting the sailors. Have them run back into the crowd of all the soldiers. Let them know that they're being chased by sailors with weapons. Then just let the two sides clash while our guys surround them.
Right. So what? All right. So why do all that? Saloon, Cassandra, Remy, what you going to do? About 2 hours by now.
And you can always re-up it. Yep. So
I should just switch over to the map at this point. Probably about noon by now. Probably about noon. You'll probably step in before Vikram separates the two I guess either a spell check, arcana, or you just have the magic go look at the rings. However, there are some alchemists as well. There are alchemists as well.
I'm back. It was dinner. And I brought chocolate. Chocolate for everyone.
Ooh, chocolate.
Nice.
Commentators are premise in the manner. All right.
Okay. So
Yeah.
who wants me to go dunk on the Admiral?
I've been handling that fairly effectively so far. Yeah.
And yes, the points are definitely real.
Yep.
I have nothing against that.
Just want to make sure that yep, ring of evasion. Yeah, I'm fine with that. There is a ring I wanted to get my hands on. I'll see if I can't find it again. It would allow me to inspect armor as if I had what was it? Yeah, as if I had to detect magic.
Oh, I can make one of those for you.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called though.
Just remember, I can just make things. But yeah, just get the ring that way. That means I don't have to make it for you.
Yeah, a ring of craft magic always some sort when where the ring sees. Okay, yeah. See spell someone to craft. The wearer may make a craft check in place of a spell craft check to identify an item that could be crafted with that skill. The wearer may also expend a spell slot or a prepared spell to gain an enchantment bonus equal to the level of the expended spell in a single craft version. Okay, so I can't get that secondary effect, but yeah, it's called the Ring of Craft Magic. I'll add that to my list. So Vikram just has that so that I can at least inspect armor for you guys since I've got a pretty high check. Craft Magic. Sold. Yep. Vikram just keeps that in a pouch so that he wears that when he does crafting. Yeah. Well, there's only 4 party members technically, unless you want to consider Alara as somebody an equal share. So, you have 2,500 each. Yep, and what I'll do is I'll subtract what I've spent for various things that I from that. So 170. So.
Right, so Saloon's hanging out by the party. Remy, Sandra, what you gonna do? You know, you can still hang out by the party and sing bar songs.
Yeah. So perform.
It's a performance check.
Give me a
Makes sense.
second.
Alright, so the money you make, multiply that by 10. Throwing money at you at this point.
Um,
I guess, Sandra, what are you going to do?
Hmm.
We still have the captain and the lieutenant still down there. Okay, so you have to. So you still have the lieutenant still down there. Of course, it's
Do
not.
we need him alive? Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I guess
Okay.
that's the.
I'll let you guys handle this. She's just going to be invisible and pop on spells for people that need them. So there's, an invisible floating woman in the room somewhere.
All right. All right. So the next day is come and knock on the door. Admiral steps in. And of course, you have Lady Bowyer. You have the admiral, and of course, you have the lieutenant. Oh, oh yeah. So yeah, maybe we should wrap this up for now. Hello. So maybe we should wrap this up for now. All right. So yeah, tomorrow. So yeah, next time you have the lieutenant, the admiral, and 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 lady Lady Bowyer. The gates are now gates are now sealed. The gates are now able to close, and still tension between the army and the navy.
So the shindig is starting now or next session? Got it. The only thing I'd prepare for is I would get disguised, but as part of disguise, make it look like my guy's gotten beaten up.